What's good, Ramiro?
Sorry if that was loud. I was just making sure the gain on the mic wasn't too loud.
Oh, you're good.
Um, pretty pretty fine, pretty good with me. Just had a busy week, but nothing too crazy. What about
Hell yeah.
yourself?
Pretty good. Just getting paid, getting laid, the good old American way.
Hey, just make sure you have a good old American flag blanket.
Oh, yeah. I definitely have, I sleep in American blankets. My shades,
Well,
my
you know,
windows, they're all American flags.
like the president said, I don't have DNA, I have USA.
Oh, yeah. That's a new one I've heard. Okay. I don't have DNA.
Yeah,
I have USA.
literally tweeted that.
Lord.
He's been better than ever, better than 20 years ago. Because if there's something that modern medicine does is that it rewinds the aging process on your muscles and bones.
Of course. It's major facts. Science. It's
Yeah,
above
that's how science
you and
works.
you and what I make, of course, though.
Yeah, but my week, I played a little bit of Apex, tried out the new event. It's okay. It's got a lot of bugs, a lot of bugs. The character Pathfinder, he finally got buffed. Then he got buffed again. There's a weird bug where if you use his main ability, there's like a piece of graphic that obscures almost the whole right side of your screen, which kind of makes that character completely unplayable right now. But they just fixed it, so I don't know.
Damn.
Um, I'm ready for the new season whenever that drops. I these limited time events and these like battle royales or games as a service. I like them for like a day, and then I'm like, all right, let's move on to the next thing.
Do they have a Halloween event going on?
Yeah, they got some Halloween skins and some other stuff like a techno kind of theme going on, but it's I just don't care for skins, man. I just do not care for skins.
You don't?
It's like when Overwatch came out and then I found out that the only thing in that game to unlock was like skins, and I was just like, oh, this is absolutely useless.
Yeah, skins, little emotes. I
Yeah,
mean,
the emotes were cool, but then or even the play the game stuff, but I was just like, it's mostly skins. I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
yeah, it sucks that
I
you
just
can't
don't care.
really see them, but I guess it's good for
That's
the
the
people who are
problem.
shooting at you. They get to
Like
enjoy them.
that, and that's why I hate skins even more in first person shooters, literally because of that.
Oh, because they
Literally, because
easier
you
to
can't see
see.
them. No, I hate skins in yeah no I hate skins in first person shooters because they're harder to see because all you see is your hands,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Some
which is
some of them seem
go
like
ahead.
they like reduce your hurt box a little bit.
They might. I mean, I remember when Reinhardt got that football player skin. People were complaining about it. I wasn't playing that time, so I don't know exactly what the complaints were, but people were definitely complaining about it.
Would not
Me,
be
I
surprised.
personally did. Dude, I wish I could care more for skins, but especially in a first person shooter, could absolute give less of a shit about.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe if it was
there
third
is,
person, you could see it. People would care.
yeah, like in Fortnite, you can actually see yourself be Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could be Wolverine dancing. You could play Wolverine go up against Batman and then get third party by Thanos because that's a possibility in Fortnite now.
Yeah, John Wick's in there
Um,
too, from what I've seen.
yeah, I that's one of those characters where I don't even know why they put that character in there because the same Deadpool I can understand a little bit more just because he's referenced so much in comics, but with John Wick I'm just like all his movies are rated R,
Yeah,
every single one of
that's,
them.
that's kind of true.
Like these teenagers, they may understand a little bit of what he is, and maybe it's meant more for the adults. But even then, it's just like this is one of those weird ones.
Yeah, honestly, I was surprised that Mr. Wick made it in that game.
Yeah, um, but yeah, you know what? Apex does this one cool thing. I know. I believe Fortnite does it too, but Apex does do this thing where you can change the skin on your gun, and some of the skins have cool little like new visual effects. So there's one where like you're firing it, and every time you get a kill, like hot rod flames come out of it,
Okay.
and then the flames get bigger as you're getting more kills and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's another one where like it looks like a clock gun where like it's just got little rotating gears on it, and you can kind of see it because it's first person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that a little bit. When they add the special effects, I think that's cool. Like those Dead or Alive skins that are techno based, like how they light up, or even
Oh
the golden
yeah.
ninja suits. I like those just because they have like visual distinctions.
Yeah, I like those. Those are the little ones are good, but it's like Tekken. If you've ever seen Tekken customization, they can customize it where like sparks are flying all over the place. Looks like
Hmm.
the goddamn July 4th. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Uh,
okay, tone this down a little bit. It's like getting a little crazy.
Soul Calibur's got a little bit of that too, but once again, I just with skins, I just that's one of those things where I see people spending a lot of money on skins. I'm just like, oof, I feel bad for you,
Hell
man.
no, I'm not spending money on them. I mean, I probably
Um,
bought like maybe $50 worth of loot boxes in Overwatch, but I think that's about it.
the other game I played was Need for Speed Payback because it was free on PlayStation Plus,
Oh yeah,
and I like to play most Need for Speed games. My favorite one is 2011 that came out in Need for Speed Most Wanted. I think it was the 2011 or 2012. I think
yeah,
I showed it to you just because it had cool level intros that were really like I don't know, for like dream inspired.
yeah.
And then there were the cars had intros, levels had intros. Um, there's a little. I like the way that game controlled. So Need for Speed Payback. Years later, I've touched the Need for Speed games here and there. Since the game right before Need for Speed Payback was the Need for Speed reboot. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Um, it was whatever.
Hmm.
I it just did. It's a little bit more story focused. Need for Speed Payback continues that. It's a little bit more story focused as well. Um, the only thing is that kind of starting it. It's a I remember when Payback first came out, people had issues with like the loot box system in there
Yeah.
because there is an RNG system in there. Uh, if you're playing the single player, it gets introduced like almost an hour into the game. The game of if anyone's interested, it does have actual cutscenes. It does have a story.
Yes, it does.
I don't know if it's good. I don't know. I don't because I'm an hour into it, and right now it feels like a little bit like it's just trying to be Fast and Furious,
That's what I thought.
which is funny because it's just kind of like everyone's kind of like really witty and quippy, um, and that's okay. The game itself controls fine. It's a little bit more on the arcadey side than the realistic side.
Mm-hmm.
Because for you guys who don't know, Need for Speed always it pivots a lot. It does every game doesn't really control like the one before. It depends on how realistic that one specifically wants to be.
Yeah. It's like Pro
But
Street was trying to be more realistic, and now I don't know which one they're on now, but I played play.
there are Need for Speed Heat.
Yeah, I played Payback, and I think I played like the first 2 hours. Like it opened up in the little world. I found the drifting kind of weird, but it wasn't so bad. It was just kind of like it wasn't most wanted when I first got the Xbox 360, and I was like, okay, this game's fun as hell.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that
it's,
one was really good.
it seems decent. I didn't finish it, not anywhere close to finishing it, but I do have it. It was like $10. I bought it a long time ago.
Yeah, so there were two really realistic Need for Speeds. One of them was Pro Street, the one you mentioned, which actually got bad reviews,
Yeah.
and then the other one was Need for Speed Shift, which was
Oh yeah, Shift.
way more realistic.
I
And
forgot
that one
about
actually
Shift.
got really good reviews. Need for Speed Shift got really, really good reviews.
It had a cool cover. I remember
Yeah,
that
I
much.
remember that got like 8s and 9s, and they did not continue with it. But
Hmm.
they did continue with it because there's when it comes to street racing games, Just like fighting games, you have your people that like 2D fighters and your people that like 3D fighters. And with racing games, you have your people that like it realistic, more like a what's the word I'm looking for? Simulator
Yeah,
experience. And then you have people that like it arcadey. That's more of
Burnout.
probably the best example I can give it to that is Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart, Burnout, those type of games.
Yeah. Um, So Need for Speed Payback, it's definitely a little bit more on the arcadey side. Not too much though. Until I see someone shooting a gun or you get rockets, it's not too bad. It's fun. I like it a lot. I like how the racing feels. I like how mechanically all the cars feel. All the cars I tried so far, which I think is like 5 different ones, they feel very different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
The story is pretty fluid in how it intersects with like what you're doing in a race, and I like how in some of these like they're a little bit more like set piece races. You kind of shift from the perspective from different drivers around you.
Yeah, those little missions,
Um,
those are cool. I like those.
yeah, but I mean, it's in terms of feeling, it's probably the one of the better feeling Need for Speed games in recent years. I haven't tried out Heat though. I'd have to
Yeah,
try out this
I
one.
haven't tried
And
Heat.
then the other Need for Speed, the reboot, I thought that one felt like a little bit too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. It's I remember when this game came out, Payback. They had a whole issue with loot boxes. Then they spent the whole year trying to like rejigger it because it came out around the same time that Battlefront 2 came out when EA was having all those issues.
Yeah, I mean, well, EA is definitely a freaking money hungry ass corporation, so they always trying to work extra microtransactions or loot box into their shit. And they've always been that way. They're never gonna stop. They're dicks. I never liked their business model, to be honest.
I'm curious to see how Need for Speed Payback plays out. Like I said, the story feels very Fast and Furious inspired, which is it's funny if you poke fun of it. I can't imagine anyone outside of maybe teenagers taking the story very seriously. Um, it's kind of cool that they were able to put one in there, sorta. I mean, I don't know.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
the
and
last
they're
Need for
doing
Speed,
the Hot Pursuit remake now or remaster.
yeah,
They're doing
yeah,
Hot Pursuit.
which is the one that before the second most wanted, which plays a lot similar to. I think you would like that one.
Yeah, it's like cops and robbers. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Need for Payback has that like cop system stuff too. Like I said, I'm probably gonna play it at least one more session, and then because I want to try out online and see how it holds up. I haven't played a good online racing game, I think ever.
Yeah, it's
The
been a
the
while.
the net yeah the netcode for racing games is just straight up ass.
Yeah, I remember playing it when it was on PlayStation 2 online. It was pretty bad, but it was somewhat enjoyable.
Just cars teleporting everywhere.
Yeah, if you didn't have a RX-7, a Evo, or a Skyline, you're basically gonna
Yep.
lose.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
fun.
Everyone uses Skyline, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, once again, so far I'm liking it. I'm really, really digging it. Um, the three main characters, the chick, the white dude, and the black dude, they're fine. Whatever. The other character they kind of end up kind of working for that I can't tell if he's a good guy or bad guy yet. Um, his voice is not. It just does not match his character model for me at all. Like every time he talks, I'm just like, oh man, it's like, it's kind of reminds to me. It kind of reminds me of when people were complaining about Ronda Rousey voicing that chick in
Sonya.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Sonya.
Mm-hmm.
Which I honestly I don't even think it's really her fault. I think if you look at specifically if you look at her voice in the story mode, not in the regular fighting, but if you look at her voice in the story mode, her voice seems to have been recorded differently.
Oh,
But if in the regular fighting, like from what I've seen, it seems just fine.
yeah, but I didn't mind Ronda Rousey being Sonya Blade. I didn't really care one way or another. I thought it was awesome. I did care
Yeah.
about Keith David being freaking Spawn. That was awesome. I love that.
Oh, I didn't even know they got him back for that.
Yeah, I do love Keith David's voice. Awesome
Dude,
shit.
that's why my two of my favorite games are Saints Row 3 and Saints Row the fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
Because Keith David is in a lot of those games.
Yeah.
In those two games, he's in there a lot. For you guys don't know, Keith David, famous black actor, really known for voicing like deep voice characters. He did some voicing. I think he voiced the Arbiter in Halo.
Yep, he was in Halo. He was the dude from Gargoyles
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
He was
Spawn.
he was yeah, he was Spawn in the animated series. And then if you see him, he's been an actor in a lot of movies. He's in one of my favorite movies, Cloud Atlas. He's done a lot of stuff. A
Yeah,
lot of stuff.
Rick and Morty. He was the president, and then also
Oh, I didn't know
reverse
that.
giraffe.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in Rick and
Um,
Morty.
but yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. He's in a decent amount of video games, and if you hear a lot of him in Saints Row 3 and in Saints Row 4, because specifically in Saints Row 4, he just plays himself.
Hmm.
In Saints Row 3, um, he I believe he plays a different character. I can't remember who. Um, and in Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 1, he plays Julius, who is one of the main characters. And they even mentioned it, I believe, in Saints Row 3, that because you can actually get him as a homie, and that I think they just keep him around just because they killed off the character Julius.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Keith David, dude. We love you. You're the shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Oh, that's cool, dude. So Need for Speed. Any other games?
Nope, no. The only one I really played was Need for Speed, and tried out the new thing with Apex. That's kind of it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do too much. I had a nice get together with my friend Sophia. It was her birthday, so she had like a nice little surprise party, which was cool. You know, talked to her and a bunch of her friends about games. Uh, they were talking about Apex a little bit. Valorant was a big one. Phasmophobia. Yeah, the little horror
Yeah, that was
game.
getting really popular. I don't
Yeah,
know what that is. It's starting to get
it's
popular
like a
though.
ghost hunter game. They were talking about that, and I was mainly talking about like fighting games and stuff. So that was cool. Definitely still been playing Crash 4, which I love. Dead by Daylight.
Is
Um,
Crash 4 longer than the remix?
I think it is. There's a lot of levels. There's actually good cutscenes. It's pretty cool. Very colorful game. Fun platformer. I think it's worth the
Mm.
buy. I've also been playing some Mega Man X. Yeah, I've been playing my Switch a lot more. Oh yeah, Super
Which Mega Man
Mario.
X? Just the first one?
Yeah, I was going back and just breezing through like all the Mega Man X's. X. I started with just X, and then probably go to X2, X3. I beat X4 like a million times, and then probably just keep going from there.
Yeah,
It's been fun.
I don't like the first three Mega Man X games.
You started at 4?
I tried the other ones, but I like 4 and 5 a lot. And then I like 8, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, 4 is definitely my favorite X, but I haven't played anything outside of like X, X4, X5, and I don't think I've touched the X series after that.
Yeah, X6 is. I don't think it's very good. X7 is also wonky. X8 is a return. It's a like it's even though it's kind of technically 3D, it's a return to form for sure.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I've been playing those and watching The Boys season 2, which finally finished up. Great series,
Right.
really enjoying it. Good show.
I
And
wonder how many seasons that's gonna go because I was looking up on that graphic novel. It's not very long.
yeah, which is good because I like when things start and then have a planned ending. I don't like when things just keep going and it just overstays its welcome and it just fades. It fades hard. I hate shows like that.
Yeah,
But The Boys does a good job of staying contained and having good value on like each episode.
I don't know, man. They might do that thing where they're like, oh, you know what? We're throwing in 6 more seasons because why not?
Please God, don't, for the love of God, don't do that.
They
It's
might.
not what you want to do.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't trust studios with shows anymore.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. It's very rare that you get a show that's like just start strong and end strong. Usually something kind of messes up within that time frame.
Oh, you know what I did watch though. That I guess is technically new is the documentary on what's his name the dude that no one believes killed himself.
Oh, Harry Weinstein?
No, no, no.
Harvey
He's still alive.
Weinstein? My bad.
Yeah, I know. No, he's still alive. I don't know for how long he's gonna stay alive, but he's still alive. No, Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. There you go.
Yeah, Netflix had
The other one.
a like a 4-part documentary on him.
Yeah.
It's really good. Highly recommend people check it out. It's a real eye opener,
That shit
especially if you don't know
was
that guy.
crazy.
The
He
weird thing is like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, he's just it was nuts like how big this guy's network was and how many
Yeah.
people he was just connected to. It's like, dude, this is crazy. It was like a
Oh
cult.
yeah. Yeah, some people were definitely closer to him than others, and then you have all these people, these famous people that went to his island, and you don't exactly know what they did. Some people were probably there just to party, and some people were probably there to do very illegal
Yeah,
things.
bad stuff.
Yeah, it was really funny though. It didn't look good though. Like Bill Clinton was like, "Oh, I never went over there," and like, well, on the flight logs, it shows that he went over there like 17 or 20 times.
Yeah, he was like, well, it wasn't for that. It's like,
Yeah,
all
I
right,
was like,
man.
when he said I don't remember going there. I was thinking, well, maybe he only went there once or twice. He's an old ass man; he can forget stuff. And I was like, 17 times. I was like, that's a lot.
Hitting you with them political answers, dude.
Yeah. He but man, yeah, his network was just crazy and insane, and it's just it's weird that he was able to get away with that stuff for so long. And I definitely believe the accusers because just like with Bill Cosby, they're just so consistent with their story. Like that is such a red flag when people are just people that don't know each other from different parts of the world are all consistent with their story.
Yeah, I definitely agree with them because it's definitely a different age back in the '90s. Like women weren't as outspoken as they were as they are now, and people didn't take their stories as serious because as seriously as they should. Because back then, there was a lot of drugs going on in like the '80s, '90s. It was just kind of like the rad thing, and I can't remember too many things besides like the OJ case that were like big in like the '90s. Everything just seemed like it was kind of swept under the rug next to
Yeah,
that.
the what was really interesting about the Jeffrey Epstein thing is that God damn, there's way too many things happening in the world. I can't keep track of all of it in my mind. But the I gotta look. Hold on, I gotta look up what Kamala Harris's old job was because that's the Florida version of that dude. Um, the well, shit, shit doesn't appear. She was the attorney general.
There
There
you
we go.
go. Yeah, yeah.
The attorney general for Florida. I think his name was Mike Acosta. He I don't know how he gave the like the deal that Jeffrey Epstein got that he got from that dude is kind of insane. Because for you guys don't know, like Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of doing acts against minors and stuff. It took him a long time to catch him.
Hmm.
When they did catch him, um, they it's super fucked up. So I don't know if you understood it, but the reason why in his first trial the victims weren't able to talk was because the victims, instead of being labeled as victims, were labeled as prostitutes, which is why they weren't allowed in the court,
Lord.
which is super fucked up if you think about it,
Yeah.
because they were calling them underage, and which is impossible because if you know anything about the law, if you're below the age of 18, you can't consent really to almost anything,
Yeah.
like whether it's smoking, drinking, Like there's very little things you can actually consent to,
Mm-hmm.
even if you do it on purpose. Um, but specifically on purpose to those two things because teenagers drink and smoking when they're not supposed to. But
Yeah, Lord knows I did.
huh?
I said, Lord knows I did.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was a very, very straight edge kid for the most part. For a while, I didn't care about school, but then when I did start caring a little bit more, I just stayed away from bad people.
I was mostly straight edge in high school. I didn't seek them out, but if they were there.
But these girls that were essentially in high school, like by the court in Florida, they got labeled as underage prostitutes, which they should not have been labeled. They should have been labeled as victims of sex crimes.
Yeah.
And basically that's the reason why they couldn't talk, and because they couldn't talk, they couldn't give their version of the story, and they were mostly going off of Jeffrey Epstein's version of events versus the lawyers for the girls' versions of events. And Jeffrey Epstein was there, and the girls weren't. And it's so when they did a retrial, basically they changed that. That was one of the first things they touched upon. They changed that, and then they brought in all these people from around the world to testify. And then dude went to jail, deservedly so. And then yeah, it is hard to tell whether he killed himself or committed suicide. I mean, whether he killed himself or someone killed him. Very, very difficult to tell.
Yeah, he was a big piece of shit. So
Big one. Right up there with Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein.
yeah, like gatekeeping females' careers, which is probably a lot easier to do before the whole Me Too movement thing started. It was a good thing those guys started getting called out for their shit.
Dude, that Bill Cosby thing it's like I cannot watch old episodes of the Cosby Show anymore. It's so like just the way he talks is like, especially like whenever they have episodes where he's flirting with girls, it just feels so slimy.
Yeah, well, I mean, just because these people are big execs or on TV shows, it doesn't mean shit. They can still be doing a whole bunch of bad stuff. And who's it? Just Ellen. Ellen just got called out for having like a hostile work environment, and she gave that shitty apology.
Yeah, she gave a shitty apology. That one though, I don't know if I need more information to come out on that one before I render an opinion, because I do think maybe she herself was not as shitty as people were saying. I think that part's a little bit because she has to play a personality, but I do think the people directly working under her, which maybe should have been either she wasn't supervising or whatever the case. Those people sound like they were super, super shitty based on interviews that I've heard from other people.
Yeah, I mean, granted, what Ellen's doing is not anywhere close to as bad as what the other guys were doing, but just a thing that stars are people too. They make mistakes too. You can't.
That's true.
Just let them slide.
Yep. There was one episode. Doesn't a video clip that guy recommended on my? Because I like watching police analysis videos or whatever. For whatever reason, this clip of Bill Cosby got recommended. That was, I don't know, YouTube was like, hey man, let's throw in this Bill Cosby clip for no goddamn reason.
They haven't I've never seen a video with him recommended to me since that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I would like to see Google Trends to see like what his search results were, and if it just dropped. So anyway, the clip that got recommended was he made like a special barbecue sauce, and he's got his son over, and his son and his girlfriend or wife, I don't know, like they're kind of sitting in the corner of the bench and they're kind of kissing and stuff, and then I think he's making joke of I think him and his wife. Or he's like, oh yeah, everyone loves my barbecue sauce, man. Like, you notice how happy they are? It's because they had my barbecue sauce. And he's like, I'm about to get some right now too. And then like one of the kids is about to grab it. Literally, the show shows a kid grabbing about this barbecue sauce that supposedly makes you like more sexually energized. And then like the grandma, I'm assuming she's a grandma. She's just like, no, you can't grab it. And I was like, dude. And I get that it was made at different times, but with the context of Bill Cosby now, you're just like, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
They're just like, what the fuck is in this barbecue sauce?
Not the wave, dude. Not the wave.
Dude, I don't like the cut of your. I don't like your cut, G.
Yeah, just so you know, my barbecue sauce is full of Quaaludes and Viagra.
Oh man, it's just like, dude, reading it with the new context, you're just like, ah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into the news. Let's get out of Bill Cosby.
Yeah, first thing, well, the biggest thing right now is there's Xbox Series X's are out in the wild, and there are unboxing videos out now on YouTube.
Yeah, I am gonna get a controller, an Xbox Series X controller, just so that I don't have as hard of a time connecting my PlayStation 4 controller to my PC, just for PC gaming.
Wouldn't blame you for that.
So I'm waiting on that. Dude, connecting a PS4 controller to a PC, it works for some games on Steam, but then I want to play Overwatch with a control. Like, I'd have to install DS4, and I don't want to do that because, if you guys have heard me complain, I complain a shit ton about mic sources and everything. And whenever I connect the PS4 controller to the computer, yeah, it reads it as a controller, but also reads it as a microphone. Yeah, and or like an output device, and then it means I have to remove everything all over again. It's just and if I'm ever doing that while I'm streaming, just screw that, man. That's just it's just a mess. At least Microsoft's controller is made with Windows drivers in mind.
Yeah, it's funny when I play with my arcade stick, it recognizes it super fast. If I play on like a PlayStation 2 emulator, it recognizes the DualShock 4 super fast, but like Steam is like, fuck that shit. I don't care about that whack ass controller.
For Steam, I always have to launch Steam itself first and then launch the game from Steam to get the PS4 controller to work. If I ever launch the game first, it may or may not connect.
Yeah.
And then it may or may not, and then because it may or may not connect, as a controller, it might connect as a microphone or an audio output device. It's just a mess, dude.
Yeah, I do like Microsoft's controller. It is pretty sick. I was a fan of it when the Xbox One came out, especially when they had the Halo edition, the Master Chief and Locke ones. It was like one was Master Chief color, the other one was like the other dude Locke. Man, I love those controllers. They were sick. It's like nice and weighted. It's a dope controller.
But with the unboxings, is there anything like special in there? I haven't seen any of the videos. I'm assuming it's just the console, the cord, the HDMI, the controller. I'm guessing that's it, unless they throw in a headset. If they throw in a headset, I'll be shocked.
I didn't watch the video, so I can't tell you if there's a headset in there.
Okay.
But, the controllers still take batteries. I know that much.
Why are they doing that?
I do know that.
That is such a head scratcher.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why?
You gotta talk to Microsoft
ass.
about that.
That is
one,
so much ass.
It is. At least they're nice controllers, but come on, Microsoft, stop with this whole battery shit, dude.
I'm guessing with the battery. I mean, you can still USB connect it to your PC, which is probably what I'm going to use. But the fact that you have to buy the charging kit as a separate thing is so.
Mm-hmm.
It makes my brain hurt.
$20 for the Exo rechargeable battery. Come on, man.
Whatever.
Up. Yo, the next one is after like PlayStation 5 did their teardown.
Mm-hmm.
The system does allow you to use third-party solid-state drives. Which is pretty good.
That's cool. I think that's good for people that are just getting the console. I don't know, with the SSD that the Xbox Series X needs. Like if you put it on an old hard drive, I don't know if you're going to be able, just like the Xbox Series X, I don't know if you're going to be able to take advantage of that new hardware.
Yeah, that's a good point. But they have ones that I think are supposed to be the best compatible ones for it. And you can put it directly in the system. It doesn't have to be like external. You can put an internal one in, which seems pretty cool. So I'm definitely considering doing that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna get both consoles just so that I can keep my PlayStation library from PlayStation Plus and all that stuff. But
Hmm.
I think I'm probably gonna be playing the Xbox Series X more.
Yeah, I see myself getting one down the line because that serious backwards compatibility, you can go all the way back to Xbox games, is pretty fire. So,
It's pretty good. And then Sony's still investing in PlayStation Now, which I don't like.
yeah, no one cares about PlayStation now. And the good thing
It's
about
the only
PlayStation 5 is only 10 games will not be playable that are backwards compatible for PS4 games.
okay. That's good because then that means I'll be able to at least try out. Because I have Final Fantasy Type Zero. I've been wanting to try it out, but hopefully, that makes me excited. That I hope that past games like that get some kind of performance boost.
Hmm.
I don't know if they will or not.
Well,
I
a
don't.
good thing is Xbox has definitely seen some good stuff from their old
Yeah,
games.
yeah. Every single one is running flat 60 FPS, very little graphical issues. That gets me excited. I don't know if Sony's doing the same thing. I don't trust Sony at all with backwards compatibility.
Yeah, certain games are definitely getting upgrades, like Witcher 3, Mortal Kombat 11. So, like, popular games definitely seem like they're getting the love and attention they deserve. If you go back and you're expecting, like, Bloodborne to play at, like, 60 FPS, you might be shit out of luck on that one. So,
I mean, it might be able to run. I saw a video of someone hacking the regular PS4 so they can do it.
yeah, and they had a PS4 Pro. I've seen that guy, but I don't know if it's really going to work on the PlayStation 5, you know. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
No. Cause like this is the problem with Sony. Like, you remember the PSP, right?
Yeah,
Did you have one?
of course. I loved it.
Okay. Okay. What was the name of the disc called?
Oh, the UMDs,
Do you know what that stood for?
Universal Media Disc?
Where else did you put that disc? There was
Nowhere.
nothing universal about it. It was just a complete goddamn lie.
It was like a mini disc, but shaped like a half circle square.
Yeah, it's a goddamn lie. It's that and shit like that is why I don't trust Sony.
Yeah, the
It's like we're gonna give
PSP
you the
was dope.
UMD.
It was just like, okay, UMDs.
Yeah, I mean the PSP was ahead of its time when it came out and stuff, but like dude, the UMD and how expensive they were, and then how freaking they had the proprietary memory. I just don't. There's
Oh,
a
the
lot of things.
memory cards. Oh god, yeah.
Whenever Sony releases new hardware, I'm at the point where I just don't trust them
I
when
mean,
they release new hardware.
it's very rare that any company will be that consumer friendly. I mean, everyone switches up. Even like Android and Apple have both switched their freaking charging cables. So
Yeah, but they're moving towards like industry standards. Like
some,
this is like we're talking about the difference between here. I'm gonna take out my phone because you should be able to see a difference. Well, actually, with this camera, I just realized I don't know if it's gonna work. Let me see. Oh, sweet, it works. Okay, so USB type B, or mini type B, USB type C.
mm-hmm.
Shit. Well,
Yeah,
never
most are
mind.
moving to the C now.
Yeah, and C is great because it goes forward and backward. It's also compatible with USB 3.0.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 3.0, so USB 3.0 generation 1 or generation 2, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah,
It's USB 3.0 generation 1.
and
That's what it's
the
called.
the Switch uses USB C too, which is good.
Yeah. Have you ever seen an actual USB 3.0 cable?
Uh,
Dude,
maybe.
look at this. Oh, dude, look at this Frankenstein of a cable that they were going to release. And then they realized no phone manufacturer was going to put it on their phone. So then they released 3.0 generation 1, which is what this is, Type C, which is what you're seeing. Originally, this is what the cable was supposed to do. Look at this ass of a
Oh
cable.
yeah, I have that. It's on one of my external hard drives.
Yeah, that is USB 3. That is actual
Yeah,
USB 3.0 before they realized, oh, that's a pain in the ass to put on phones. I guess we should change how it looks. And then you have all these hard drives that now can't even freaking fit it.
Yeah, it's definitely on one of my Western digitals.
Yeah, we
Shit.
probably have the same hard drive, but yeah, it's an ass of a cable. So I'm happy that Type C exists, but the Type C also with that cable. What I hope that means is that the Thunderbolt port. I hope that eventually they re-release the PS5 or the Xbox One with a Thunderbolt port. Because have you ever used a Thunderbolt port before? No.
I think on a Mac I did.
Okay, so on it transfers speeds. Yeah, Mac, they were the ones that invented it with Intel.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're at Thunderbolt 3 right now. So let me just look at Thunderbolt 3 speeds. Allow speeds of up to 40 gigabytes per second, which is insanely fast. I think if you allow the Thunderbolt port on consoles, you might be able to play these really like if you have a Thunderbolt port external hard drive, you might legit be able to take advantage of some of those of that new hardware.
Yeah. It's possible. I mean, I'm not the most technological savvy person, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's faster than SSD.
Shit.
Yeah, it's way faster than SSDs. Granted, SSD is on a disk though, and it's not transferring information through a wire. So logistically, it might actually be faster just to write on an actual disk. But my point being is that it can transfer data way faster than the USB port. Like we're talking like 10 times faster than the USB port. So I hope the new consoles get that if Apple's not cock blocking them.
Oh. They're definitely gonna want their cut, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next
But
thing we got is Guilty Gear Strive finally got a release date for April 9th. They showed off a new character, Giovanna. She looks pretty cool.
yeah, she's got like an actual animal spirit.
Yeah, she fights with like a wolf who's like teal or something. She looks interesting.
Yeah, I like that they're putting in new characters in Guilty Gear.
Mm-hmm.
Because Guilty Gear, the roster isn't insanely huge. They can always get weird with their characters. And it's just cool to see them put new mechanics into that game.
Yeah, that's
After
that's one of the things that kind of turns me off of Guilty Gear is their characters are so eccentric sometimes. It's just kind of like
yep.
Dial it back just a little bit, and maybe I'll find a character that I like. Cause like
I mean,
Rev 2 they were like balls to the wall, crazy.
yeah, but Rev 2 only has like 18 characters.
They're freaking nuts looking, like Bedman or
Yeah,
Bedman, and they just look crazy as shit.
Yeah, my favorite one is the bunny chick or the waifu girl that everyone talks about, but her name is Esfault or Effault or something like that. And she's got guns, which is cool. Range character, and yeah, I can do all kinds of stuff with her guns.
Yeah, I know. Biken, the chick with the hair, the chick with the guitar.
Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised they haven't showed her actually. Eno.
You know?
Yeah, but I mean, with Guilty Gear, they got that new samurai character, and they got this other new character, and then the Leo guy, he was DLC from the last game. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We will see how it looks. I don't know. I've been playing Dragon Ball Fighters, and it's given me some appreciation for 2D fighting games, but I still think Dragon Ball Fighters moves a little too fast.
Oh yeah, well, I think both of those are good. Guilty Gear's looking better and better every time I see it. This character looks something like I would be interested in because she doesn't look too nuts. She looks like a character I could kind of get into the game with. And this is only like, I think the roster is 18 characters right now.
Yeah.
They still have to release, I think, 2 or 3 more. And then, of course, they're going to get more DLC characters for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wonder who they're going to release at this point because I mean, they have a pretty big library, but most people want Asphalt, and I think people want the guitar chick Eno. I don't know if they're gonna get that though.
Yeah, I would see some returning characters come, and they would probably have a good mix of new characters coming in. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to
we'll
see
see.
Guilty Gear do better.
Yeah, I just hope they're whenever you start their game, I just hope their tutorial system is easy to use.
Yep.
And then Phasmophobia, I don't know shit about Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia. It's like a 4-person game, and you
Is it a horror
guys.
game?
No, it's not hard. But
Oh,
what you do is
it
you
sounds
kind
like a
of
horror game.
no, you just investigate different locations and you find the ghosts. Some pretty good jump scares in there. It's been pretty fun to watch streamed. I don't know if it's a game that you would necessarily want to play, but it's a nice game to watch stream, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna watch the video with Angry Joe, Angry Joe's OJ and Alex play it.
Uh, I had never seen Angry Joe playing a game like that, but
No, he won't play it, but the other two people he works with will.
okay. Yeah, I always see him playing like first person shooters and yeah, mostly like shooting games. That's what I think of Angry
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'll play it, but I don't. Why is it hot?
It's just fun, dumb, spooky fun. It's October, so Halloween's coming up. People love ghosts, spooky shit.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know shit about this game, dude.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. It was kind of random. I don't think the full game's even out. I think it's kind of like a beta, if anything.
So you play as four people trying to find a ghost.
Yeah.
Hmm. I wonder what the meta's gonna be.
Yeah, I've seen some people get really mad when their teammates aren't doing the right thing. They'll definitely rage at them. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I would probably have to look at the gameplay. But I'm also not the biggest fan of horror games. I don't know, man. Horror games just, I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't.
unless
I,
it's survival horror for me, that I don't care too much. But I do like a good horror game.
there's some really weird horror games though. Like some really weird ones are out there.
Yeah, there's a
They
lot
kind.
on Steam, especially.
Yeah, I was watching the best friends play. They did this thing every Halloween where they would just every day play a different horror game, usually from Steam, or even some old ones. And there's just some of them are just creepy that just or in a different language and just really weird, like poorly translated, and or like the environment switched so fast you have no idea what the hell's going on.
Yeah, to me, they all seem like copies of Amnesia or uh, what's the other one where you got the video camera at in the place. I forget what it's called.
Don't know.
Yeah, but it's really popular too. It'll probably come to me, but they seem to like to be very, very similar to Amnesia.
Well, they're all probably I'm assuming made on like something like Unreal Engine or Unity.
Yeah, and you just
So they
walk
probably
through places and you get a simple jump scare, and then you just keep on moving. It's just
yeah. But some of them, man, they just I don't know, man. I've never been to horror games, never liked them.
Oh
The only one I
yeah,
kind of did like was Until Dawn. That was kind of it. Even
yeah.
that's not a real horror game.
No, it's a horror game. Just more like the Telltale games.
Yeah. And what else we have? The Mortal Kombat pack is coming out tomorrow. I don't know. Oh no, not tomorrow. Next month.
November 17th.
Yeah, dude, the Rambo looks so off.
I think Rambo looks pretty good.
His character model looks good.
Yeah.
Does not fit in with the whole universe.
Yeah, absolutely. But Warner Brothers seems like they love their old school characters and like 80s flicks and shit. So I'm not surprised.
Nah, that Rambo looks so. Do not. They could have waste. They could have did something better.
That's kind of true. I mean, Brain is
Like,
super cool. Melina's cool, even though I have to say I fucking hate all those Melina stands out there on the Twitterverse. Holy
Yeah,
shit, you guys really like made this character just the bane of everyone's existence in the Mortal Kombat community. Like the amount of y'all spamming her name and every goddamn thing that has to do with Mortal Kombat, I would have never let
yeah,
that character back in. That's just me, cause that shit was
yeah,
mad fucking annoying.
yeah. I wonder if this is the last combat. I don't know. I think they're gonna do another combat pack after this.
It's possible.
Because I mean, Ed Boon during the Mortal Kombat 11, like towards the end of it, they said that their next games are gonna have longer, not development cycles, but longer life cycles. Because they were specifically talking about how Injustice and Mortal Kombat had 2-year life cycles, and they wanted to extend that.
Oh no, that's good because they're quality games. I mean, I'm pretty annoyed at Mortal Kombat 11 and the whole fan base now, so I definitely uninstalled the game and I've blocked Melina's name on Twitter, so I'm not interested in that shit no more. But
Yeah,
I am happy for those who enjoy it, so that's good for them.
I did do a shit post video of Mortal Kombat where the whole aftermath, all the aftermath cutscenes. I just took out the scenes where people were walking, just posted it as a long as video. It's like 25-minute video. It's like a 25-minute video. It's on
Hmm.
my channel, and it's literally just a shit post. It's just people walking because like I was watching a let's play of it on Twitch, and I'm just like, man, they're walking and talking a lot in this game. This is like I get that we're sitting, we're talking. You usually do walk and talk to people,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of it in that game, and it's almost like 30 minutes long. But it was definitely funny. That's the only reason why I did that video because that idea. I was just watching Let's Play. I was like, man, they're just keep walking and talking.
yeah, I enjoyed the aftermath story for what it was. It wasn't too bad. I liked
Oh, I liked it a lot.
Gary as Shang Tsung, him coming back. That was fucking sick. I love freaking Shao Kahn. Like Shao Kahn, just he's fucking badass in the MK store. He just does whatever
Wife,
he
look at
wants.
me kill this person.
Yeah, he just talks all his shit, smacking bitches with hammers.
Wife.
He's tight. I love Shane. I love Shao Kahn. Even in the original story of MK11, he made that shit so much fun. It was cool.
Yeah, yeah, he's really fun. It's nice they're having fun with that character.
Yeah, he had a lot of charisma. Shout outs, whoever that actor is, dude. You're awesome. I like you.
Yeah, it was a fun story. But we'll see what happens. The Melina stuff is really it's dumb. I wonder if Ed Boon just kept postponing her just literally for that reason.
Oh no, it got too much for me. Like, even when Jade wasn't in Mortal Kombat 10, I didn't like spam. Where's Jade? Where's Jade? Where's Jade? Where's Smoke? Where's Smoke? I need Smoke. It was just I just played a different character. That's all I did. I don't understand why people act like they own that character and they own the game. It's not yours. You're not entitled to shit. I'm sorry, you're not.
Yeah, I mean the game you buy is only a license.
Yeah.
The same thing with the DLC. It's a license to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's dumb. The Rambo thing is still like I don't get it.
He's just gonna come in there like a RoboCop and just start shooting
Like
everybody.
like imagine making the movie Rambo. Like, oh, I have the stories about a soldier from the Vietnam War with PTSD that gets ambushed by this cop, and then like, fast forward 40 years later, and he's like, is he fighting ninjas and decapitating people? It just makes no sense.
Sneaking up behind MK characters with a freaking buck knife. And then just shooting everybody with a fully automatic gun. It's like, bro, we already have RoboCop for that. Bruh. Yeah. Rambo. Oh
Yeah, I
my
don't
God.
like I don't like Rambo in Mortal Kombat. They could that it's just to me it's like a wasted character slot. Could have been literally anything else.
Yeah, they should have put
Freddy
Ash.
Krueger there should be a Freddy Krueger back in there.
Freddy
He
Krueger.
makes more sense.
He was in Mortal Kombat 9.
Doesn't matter. It makes more. So was Molina.
All right.
Put him back in there.
Who do you want at MK9 then? If you could change it from Rambo.
From Rambo to anybody.
Yeah.
John Wick. Easy. Boom.
That's another
Let's go.
gun character. Okay.
Better. Makes more sense.
Yeah, he's more. They're both pretty violent, but honestly, if it was up to me, I'd put Neo from
But
the
Rambo
Matrix,
is
even
like-
though that's like the same character.
The Rambo movies are almost like violent for no reason. Like they moved away from what Rambo was so hard, so fast. Let's see, who's the droid?
I want Neo
Yeah,
from the
okay.
Matrix in MK, dude. That's what I want. It's still Keanu Reeves, but Neo can fly.
Let's see. First Blood, Rambo, 1982. Then the second one, First Blood Part 2. That's a dumbass name. Rambo First Blood Part 2. That's a dumbass name. 1985. Rambo 3, 1988. Okay, so we're going on 3-year cycles here. 2008, Rambo.
Bruh.
2019, Rambo Last Blood. God damn, these are dumbass names.
I was surprised that people really love these movies and the Rocky movies too, and I'm just like, the first one was okay. After that, it was just kind of like, bro, I don't care about this shit, to be completely honest. I don't care. It's the same movie over and over again.
Like, what I'm trying to figure out is, like, was Rambo in it so that they could do a collaboration with that last Rambo movie and then just... No, that's 2019.
No, it's because it's WB, so Warner Bros. So it's easy for them to get the license.
Dude, I
think.
totally forgot about Rambo Last Blood. What the hell reviews did this get?
Oh yeah, Rambo came back in the late 2000s.
It came back last year.
Last year?
Yes, there was Rambo Last Blood was released last year.
That was it? I thought that was the Expendables Part 2 or something.
No, look up Rambo Last Blood. It came out last year.
Well, let me see this. I don't believe you. Let me see.
There is a movie that was named Rambo Last Blood that came out in 2019. It's real.
Oh my god, you're right. Wait, I was thinking about the 2008 movie Rambo, but then there's 2019. What?
God damn. Once again, all right, hold up. We'll take it back from the top. The first Rambo movie is called First Blood.
Yeah, First Blood.
The second Rambo movie is called Rambo First Blood Part 2.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. The third one is called Rambo 3.
Oh, that came out the year I was born. Interesting.
The fourth one is called Rambo. Just Rambo. And the most recent one last year was called Rambo Last Blood.
Bro, there's a 20-year gap between Rambo 3 and Rambo.
It's a 10-year gap between Rambo and Rambo Last Blood. God, this naming convention is ass.
I didn't know this movie existed. This had to go straight to DVD, didn't it?
No, it went to theaters. I remember because I saw Angry Joe review it because I was just like...
This was legit in theaters?
It was in theaters. It on Rotten Tomato, 26% review. I want to see what the Rotten Tomato review of this
Bro,
is.
the budget was $50 million. It made $91.5 million. Holy shit.
They doubled their money.
Sylvester Stallone, you're a god. I don't know how you do it. 26%.
I can tell you how.
On Rotten
Just put the name
Tomatoes.
Rambo on there.
I
I don't understand why people like Rambo so much.
I need to see who went to go see this movie. Like, I need to see legit interviews. I need social security numbers, phone numbers, actual pictures of people purchasing a ticket to this. Because I don't believe this. This is crazy.
Man, this thing had a whole bunch of Mexican actors, like from like novellas and shit. The first review, racist, in addition to being offensive in its sadism. Not less comic book splatter. Come the apocalypse, Rambo almost... Okay, sure. He destroyed an entire battalion of Vietnamese troops. He defeated the Russians in Afghanistan, and he decimated the Burmese military machine. Now the iconic super soldier John Rambo faces his greatest enemy yet: Mexicans.
Man, Sylvester Stallone really just got off. Rocky
Man,
Balboa, I remember that
like
in '06. That movie was so trash. Creed was actually good, but
people
Expendables
love. I
was
remember.
stupid as fuck.
I like the Expendables too.
There's an Expendables 3. Holy shit, this can't be life.
Yeah, Expendables 2 was cool because it understood what it was. And
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun to watch.
I remember Expendables 1. It really took itself seriously. They're like, oh, this is the most testosterone, feel good, jerk
But
yourself off, white, fucking American movie I've ever seen.
but Expendables 2 didn't take itself as serious and was a better movie because of it.
That's good. That's really good.
But yeah, no, there's the Rambo shit annoys. You know what a Rambo is? Rambo is the alternative timeline of what if what's his name? Who's that fat martial artist that was an actor?
Oh, Chris Farley?
No, no.
I mean, he was
Not Chris
in
Farley.
Beverly Hills Ninja. Or
No,
what is it? Yeah, something like that.
what the hell is his name? Hold up. I know I can find it just by looking up a YouTube. I saw a YouTuber just tear apart this guy's movie. But it was no.
I still can't believe
Where's
there's
it?
an Expendables 3. This can't be
Steven
right.
Seagal.
Oh,
Rambo
Steven Seagal?
is just like
Yeah.
if Steven Seagal was like the alternative timeline in which Steven Seagal was actually successful.
Steven Seagal movies were so bad.
So much ass.
Fucking exit wounds. Oh my god, with DMX.
Dude, look up.
How did that get past the fucking the screenwriters who read the
Look
script?
up Steven. Dude, look at all the for Steven Seagal movies. Look at all the movie covers. It's literally just him standing holding a gun. Every single one.
Dude, I don't know how he got away with so many bad movies. He is a lot too, because a lot of them went straight to DVD after a while.
Yeah, it's like I know family members that like Steven Seagal, and I'm just like, you guys like the trashiest shit ever. Like, I'm gonna put on my shared. Hold on, I'm gonna share my whatever here. What?
Yeah, my
Does this
man
work?
with the
Yeah.
whack ass Aikido.
Yeah, right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at these movie covers. It's just him holding a gun. Okay, let's look at picture number 1. Okay, let me just look at the
Under
camera.
Siege.
Let me look at the camera holding a gun. Let me look at the camera holding a
Hard to
gun.
kill.
Let me look at the camera holding a gun. Let me look at the camera holding a gun. Let me look at the camera holding a gun. Let me be on the side of a train and look at the camera holding a gun.
Just look at all of the names. They're all about like death and killing people and
Fire down
shooting.
below. The Patriot. Executive decision. Half past dead. Kill switch. Well, Machete was cool.
Machete.
Out for a kill.
Out
The
for a
Foreigner.
kill.
Into the Sun. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
What
my
is
man's
this?
going to Japan with like a M16
What?
strapped on his fucking back, a trench
fuck
coat.
is-
What is this?
Oh god. Dude, what is this? Beyond the Law.
Beyond the Law.
I want to see who's in this movie. What's the cover for this movie?
Oh
Steven
my God.
Seagal, DMX.
DMX
Johnny
is back
Master.
again. Look at that goatee, bro.
He must have just got out of jail, dude. I bet you he just got out
They
of
have
jail.
like 3
the
movies
third
together.
time.
They have Exit Wounds, Beyond the Law. They have to have another one together too.
Steven Seagal and Steve Austin. I bet Stone Cold Steve Austin was sick and tired of Steven Seagal's shit.
God, maximum conviction. Jesus Christ.
These dude, this one is absolute ass. I saw a review of this movie and they showed you like all these clips and how they edit them. The worst, just terrible. I fucking hate Steven Seagal, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not a fan of it either. Absolution.
General Commander. This was another one of his worst movies
Sniper,
ever.
Special Ops.
62% like this movie. 62% that have half a brain cell. Like Jesus Christ.
Bruh,
Like this is
he
one of those.
really slipped through the cracks.
Oh, dude! Have you ever seen videos of him doing like martial art?
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah,
Because all his
it's
movies are like quick cuts.
yeah. And not only that, but he's also just absolutely like look at this. Oh, oh, it hurts to watch. It hurts to watch this. Look at this old man pretend to fall down.
Oh yeah, I'm a black belt in judo, aikido.
Look at this. Look at this. What is this? How do you flip over like that? That is some WWE shit right there. That
Bruh,
look, he went the other direction.
look at all the effort he's putting into this. Like, bro, he's the god.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'm done with this. Yeah, if you want to see some goofy shit, look at Steven Seagal trying to do martial arts on people, and it's a whole bunch of people that.
Just watch his movies. There was one where I think it was Exit Wounds where he walked outside. He was fighting like three guys, and one guy pulled a gun, and my man just like quick just hit a backflip, spring himself back up with one arm, and then hit the guy. I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah, if there's a really funny breakdown of Steven Seagal movies. I think he did like 4 videos on it. His name is Mr. Gigi. His Steven Seagal videos are great because I think he went to film school and he just breaks them down it's just like, what in the world is this shit?
Oh yeah, well, no. Steven Seagal is definitely gonna be a meme on this fucking show now. Line in our podcast, Steven Seagal is definitely gonna be a meme on this shit.
Absolutely. If you like Steven Seagal, you need to take the plunger out of your ass and find out what you're doing with your life. The fuck?
What if Steven Seagal makes his way into fucking MK?
Dude, you know that dude got deputized by a freaking like police force.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's a video of him. I think it's a news clip of him trying to train off police officers. He doesn't know shit. He might know some martial arts. I don't understand why he's training police officers.
Yeah, I think the same people who kept like Walker Texas Ranger going are the same people who really loved Steven Seagal.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, they're probably like 50, 60 years old, 70 years old.
Walker Texas Ranger is also a dumb name.
Hey, man. I kind of like Walker Texas Ranger. That was a cool.
It's probably a better show just because it has Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I mean, man, Chuck Norris literally jump kicked someone through a Corvette. It was the wildest shit I've ever seen. It made zero sense.
It's gotta be better in general. But yeah, that's all right. What else do we have? Okay, The Boys season 2 ends, and then so it ended well. Yeah, you like the way it ended?
Yeah. It was there was a little bit of a shocker, but I mean every episode was kind of a shocker. And I don't want to ruin it for anyone. Just watch the show. Like if you like subversive superhero movies and TV shows that are actually pretty graphic and have a good subject matter, a little bit of a political undertone, definitely a good show. It rewards you for paying attention as well, which is cool.
Oh, I like that. I like shows that change the way you look at the show or the movie on the second viewing, just because you have more information.
Yeah, to me, it came in like the perfect time because I know everyone's probably getting a little bit tired of superhero movies, and I like when people kind of make fun of it or flip it on its head, and that's definitely what The Boys does. And I'm like, hell yeah, I like that.
Let me see. And then the Resident Evil movie is getting rebooted. Is this live action?
Yeah, the live action one. You know, the old ones with Mila Jovovich that sucked ass.
Finally getting rid of her. You know she's married to Paul W.S. Anderson, though, right?
Yes, I do know this. She's showing
Which sucks because she seems so talented and he does not.
Yeah, he puts her in like the most throwaway movies. I'm like, why? There was no even point of her being in Resident Evil unless she was going to be like a Resident Evil character. I'm like, who the
I know
fuck is
I've shat.
Alice?
I know I've shat on Resident Evil before, but it really is funny the inconsistencies in those movies. Just the first one's just fine. It's like a regular horror movie. Then the second one, we've established the rules of zombies. You get bit, you turn into a zombie. But there's scenes where they come out from the ground and grab your feet. And then she has to fight the dude, the nemesis. Okay, cool. But then she starts unlocking these psychic powers. And then we go to Resident Evil 3 where she uses them halfway through the movie, but then they get shut down. And then she reactivates them again and she uses them. And then we get to Resident Evil 4 where they take them away. Like it's so inconsistent. And then she doesn't get them back until it's so dumb.
There's like 6 movies, dude, and they were just.
There's 6 movies, and for 2 of those movies, she has no powers, and it's like the writers wrote themselves into a corner that they just did not know how to get themselves out of. They have all these characters to choose from, and they're just like, let's just, Alice, she has powers, and she got them taken away, but we should stick with her. Maybe we could put Leon in the background.
2 had me at the beginning, and then when she started fist fighting Nemesis, I'm like, bruh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is so
I thought that
retarded.
was. I like the fist fighting stuff. It just has a whole bunch of other corny shit in there.
Yeah, I hated it. And then the next one is like, all right, now we're gonna do Mad Max with Resident Evil. Why? I don't get it. You could have stuck to the games.
And then Capcom just keep making more. The thing is that they were making money internationally.
Oh yeah, they were making big money because it's Resident Evil, and it's like you don't have shit else to see. So
if you guys don't want to see the Resident Evil movies because they're long and they're considered bad, you should at least. I think it's Resident Evil, the one where they go in like Russia underground. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
did you see them all?
That's the one before the last one. Yeah. I think that's
Resident Evil Afterlife? Retribution.
Fucking names,
okay, I would say this names. One, if you want to watch the Resident Evil movies, the Retribution one is the best one because it pays so much fan service to the earlier movies in good and bad ways. And I like everything that they do with the setting of it. I do think that Retribution is probably the best one just because it's, in terms of action, I just think it has the best action.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. It does have action.
And then it pays a lot of fan service to the first and the first 3 Resident Evil movies in a really like fun ways. And it has a really big liquor in the movie, which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah, you can say that.
I was always like, I wonder why they didn't put that in the game. Actually, a really big liquor. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, but now they've casted the characters for this new reboot, and it looks a lot better than what those other movies tried to do. And
what are they going to do with the...
They said it's going to have a more grounded approach, and the director was like, we're actually going to go back to the first 2 games and tell the story of Umbrella. And he's going to try and make it scary. Like, it sounds like he understands Resident Evil, like the atmosphere, the tight corners, being surrounded by zombies, all hope is lost, and you have to survive with 2 bullets. It sounds like he gets it. So I'm hoping it's going to be somewhat decent.
Wait till he gets to Resident Evil 6.
No.
And then he's going to be like, all right, we got to blow up some cities, guys. We got to start blowing it. We got to get missiles. We gotta shoot rockets at things all the time.
Please, God, save us from any.
I was watching some.
Gets that far.
Once again, some Let's Plays of Resident Evil, because that's how I know the Resident Evil series is by watching Let's Plays at this point. And I really did like though the part where I think you're underwater and you're escaping like some gigantic ass monster, and some dude is transforming at the same time.
In 6?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate 6.
Like you're going like vertically up.
That
like
game
it was
the most craziest bullshit I've ever seen in my life. It's like Resident Evil on steroids.
Yeah, they went full Steven Seagal with that one.
They definitely did.
Beyond the Law.
That was definitely Resident Evil Beyond the Law. You got fucking Sherry and fucking Wesker's son jumping motorcycles on rooftops in Tokyo. Where? How did we get to this point?
I'll tell you how somebody was not supervised.
Dude, so this new cast looks good. I know a lot of people were giving backlash because who is it? Leon's played by some like Middle Eastern looking guy who doesn't
Who
seem
cares?
too bad. Jill's played by the chick who played Ghost and Ant-Man and the Wasp, which actually she doesn't look bad. She was pretty good for a Jill. The rest of the casting I think is fair.
Okay, we'll see. So, we'll see. I'll definitely watch it. I mean, I did like parts of the Resident Evil movies. It's just I like watching them just to make fun of them now.
Yeah, I mean they're somewhat entertaining, but you cannot take those seriously. And
Yeah, you can. I will say the only time I think I ever outside the first one, because when I saw the first one I was a teenager and I actually got scared. There was multiple. I did not want to see that movie a lot just because I was scared. But in Resident Evil Afterlife, when they're stuck in the prison, there was definitely a scene in the shower where like a zombie kind of comes out of like I think a tile on the ground or something,
Yeah.
and it does that Las Plagas thing, which
Mhm.
I don't think I understood what that was at that point, but that thing definitely did scare me the first time I saw it. So I was just like, what the fuck is that?
Oh my god! I just remember that part. Freaking Claire's in the bathroom running from some big dude with an axe, hitting backflips and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The cool thing though I did like was that though very video gamey. She was loading. No, Alice came and she was loading her shotgun with like coins.
Yeah, like quarters and shit.
Yeah. And then she was shooting through them, and all the coins were splattering everywhere. I did like that because I was like, oh, that's a nice little video game thing. That's such a video gamey thing.
Shooting people would have silver dollars.
Yeah, for real. I mean, the money's useless at that point, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah,
At the
that's
end, like
pretty
Jill
good.
comes down in her battle suit. She's rappelling off a helicopter with 2 fully automatic guns.
Yep.
That
Yes.
is the
Yes. Yes.
wildest
Yes.
shit I've ever seen.
That did happen. She was definitely rappelling down, shooting into the crowd. Like I said, check out at the very least, check out the action scenes for the later Resident Evil movies. It's very
God.
Fast and Furious, Fast and Furious ish. But yeah, that's pretty good for today. I'm ready to call this podcast.
Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, YouTube.
Cool
Thanks for
beans.
watching.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all later. Peace out.
Peace and love.